After decades away from home, Thuingaleng Muivah, the enduring leader of the Naga struggle, is finally returning to his native village of Somdal on 22nd October 2025. What does Muivah's homecoming mean for the Nagas and the neighboring communities? Let's look at it from different angles. But before that, let's take a brief look back at his early life. Thuingaleng Muivah was born on 3rd March 1934 at Somdal village in Ukhrul District, Manipur, India, into a Thunkal Naga family. He completed his early education in Ukhrul before moving to Shillong for his higher studies. He studied political science at St. Anthony's College, Shillong, and later continued his education in Guwahati and Delhi. As time went by, Muivah became deeply involved in the Naga nationalist movement led by A.Z. Fizo. In the 1960s, Muivah emerged as one of the key figures in the Naga National Council (NNC), serving as its general secretary. However, when a section of NNC leaders signed the Shillong Accord of 1975 with the Government of India, agreeing to give up arms and accept the Indian Constitution, Muivah, along with Isaac Chishisu and S.S. Kaplan, strongly opposed the agreement, calling it a betrayal of the Naga cause. In response to this, in 1980, the trio founded the National Socialist Council of Nagaland (NSCN) to continue the armed struggle for Naga sovereignty. In 1988, following violent internal clashes, the organization split into two factions: NSCN-IM, led by Tej Muivah and Isaac Chisisu, and NSCN-K, led by S.S. Kaplan. Muivah became the General Secretary of the NSCN-IM, serving as its chief ideologue and strategist. He operated for years from various foreign bases, including Thailand and the Netherlands, maintaining close contact with Naga leaders and international observers. Muivah played a central role in signing the ceasefire agreement with the Government of India in the year 1997, which ushered in one of the longest-running peace processes in India's northeast. As a chief political negotiator for the NSCN-IM, he has led hundreds of rounds of talks, both within and outside India, culminating in the framework agreement signed on 3rd August 2015 in the presence of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. At the signing, Muivah declared that the sovereignty of the Nagas lies with the people, while acknowledging the concept of shared sovereignty with India. However, the talks have since stalled over unresolved issues such as the separate Naga flag and constitution. For decades, Tej Muivah has been regarded as the face of the Naga struggle, revered by many Nagas as a freedom fighter, though viewed as controversial by others due to the demand for territorial integration of Naga inhabited areas. Known for his political acumen, discipline, and enduring health, Muivah has survived decades of conflict and political negotiation. Now in his 90s, he remains one of the oldest surviving revolutionary leaders in South Asia. His planned return to Somdal this month, October 2025, is being seen not only as a deeply personal homecoming, but also as a historic political moment, a return that carries emotional, symbolic, and strategic meaning for the Naga people and the broader peace process. Before this year's homecoming, it is important to look back at what happened in 2010 when Thuingaleng Muivah was blocked from visiting his ancestral village, Somdal, in Ukhrul District, Manipur. On May 5th, 2010, Muivah arrived at Veswama, Nagaland, on his way to Somdal. However, the government of Manipur, led by Chief Minister Okram Singh, denied him entry into the state, citing concerns over potential unrest and law and order issues. Tensions soon escalated when security forces clashed with protesters at Mao Gate, the border town between Nagaland and Manipur. The state government's decision sparked widespread protest, particularly among Naga groups, leading to violent confrontations. Tragically, two students were killed when Manipur security forces opened fire on protesters, namely Deiko Loso, a second-year BA student at St. Joseph's College, Jakama from Kalenama village. Nili Chakho, a second-year BA student at St. Joseph's Evening College, Bangalore, also from Kalenama. Both were reportedly shot dead by Manipur police commandos during the demonstrations at Mao Gate. In response, the Union Ministry of Home Affairs advised Muivah to cancel his trip, while the Manipur state government imposed Section 144 of the CRPC in Senapati district and deployed additional security forces to prevent his entry, despite the central government's clearance for his visit. In contrast, Muivah's planned visit to Somdal this month, October 2025, has been cleared by both the Government of India and the Government of the People's Republic of Nagaland (GPRN), with security and logistical arrangements already in place. This time, the visit is being viewed as a step towards reconciliation and healing, reflecting the evolving political landscape and the maturing peace process in the region. T.H. Muivah, the General Secretary Attokilansar of the NSCN IM, will travel from Dimapur to Ukhrul on 22nd October 2025. A public meeting will be held at Ukhrul headquarters on the same day. After the Ukhrul meeting, Muivah will proceed to his native village Somdal later that day. He will stay in Somdal for about a week, after which he will travel to Senapati on 29 October 2025 to attend a public gathering before returning to Dimapur on the same evening. A historic and emotional return for someone like T.H. Muivah, who has spent decades in the Naga political struggle and has lived away from his village for many years. Returning home after nearly 5 decades is both a deeply emotional and symbolic moment. Villagers and local leaders regard this as a rare opportunity to host, honor, and reconnect with him, and to reaffirm ties with the Naga nationalist movement. In preparation, Somdal villagers are actively engaged in cleaning, decorating, organizing prayer events, arranging cultural programs, and coordinating logistics for the homecoming. Many see this as a momentous return after over 50 years. A special torch lighting ceremony called Mirai Kasser or Meila Kasser is being planned to herald his arrival, symbolizing light, renewal, and heritage. The event holds both spiritual and political significance. Now in his 90s, Muivah's visit is seen by many as a final homecoming, a chance for the Naga people to welcome him back with love and respect, marking a meaningful chapter in Naga history. Muivah's homecoming is a deeply significant event with complex political and emotional implications. For the Nagas, it represents a reaffirmation of identity, unity, and the sacrifices made for self determination. a moment to heal, to remember, and to rekindle a shared purpose. Such visits can revitalize the Naga political movement and rekindle public patriotism. After decades away, this is not merely a homecoming, it is a signal of Muivah's continued connection to the ground realities of the Naga people, especially in the hill districts of Manipur. It may also strengthen the moral and emotional legitimacy of the NSCN among its support base. This visit could also help rally Naga public opinion. It signifies that Muivah still retains grassroots legitimacy and influence. Within the ongoing peace process with the Government of India, the visit serves as a reminder of his enduring influence and a reaffirmation of key Naga demands, particularly concerning territorial and political arrangements. Muivah's homecoming also offers a rare opportunity to console grassroots tribal bodies, civil society groups, and village elders in a way that no distant meeting could achieve. The emotional weight of this visit is amplified by recent efforts toward unity among Naga factions, including symbolic convenance of reconciliation. It may also serve as a platform for Naga unity, creating common ground to pursue a shared political vision, as reflected in initiatives such as the Forum for Naga Reconciliation. Muivah's public appearances and statements during this visit could reinvigorate the NSNIM's long-standing demands, including shared sovereignty, a separate Naga flag and constitution, and the integration of all Naga inhabited areas into one administrative unit, Nagaling. His presence and messages may help unify the Naga people and strengthen their negotiating position in the ongoing peace talks with the Government of India. For neighboring communities, especially Manipur, the visit carries sensitive implications. The demand for the integration of all Naga inhabited areas or Greater Nagalim remains a primary concern. Manipur, currently under President's rule, has reportedly placed security agencies on high alert, particularly in the hill districts. The proposed visit has stirred concerns among various ethnic groups, given the existing ethnic tensions. Muivah's homecoming to Ukhrul District, his ancestral area, is viewed by some non-Naga communities, particularly the Meitei and Kuki, as sensitive, though many still hope that peace and restraint will prevail. It recalls the 2010 episode when his attempted visit was blocked, sparking protest and violence, a memory that lingers in Manipur's political landscape. However, if handled wisely, this visit could become a platform for reconciliation, inter-community dialogue, and confidence building. Much depends on how state and local authorities choose to respond. At his age, Muivah's return is also part of his personal legacy, a chance to find closer, reconnect with his roots, and be among his people once again. Many voices across Naga society have called for the visit to be allowed without obstruction, seeing it as a moment of hope and healing rather than provocation. Muivah's homecoming symbolizes a pivotal moment of affirmation for the Naga people. It has the potential to reshape relations among neighboring states, embodying both the collective memory of the Naga struggle and the renewed hope for unity and reconciliation after decades of conflict and negotiation. Muivah's homecoming blends the personal, the political, and the spiritual, an event that carries deep resonance for Nagas and observers alike. It marks an emotional and political turning point, offering the possibility of healing and unity, while calling on neighboring states and the Indian government to handle this moment with sensitivity, dialogue, and vision.